Welcome to RGTP. Here with all the guys today. Per usual, we're gonna hop up right into some. We're gonna move over to some NFL talk. We're gonna wrap up our NFC West. We'll do our over unders. Last one, final division, and some preseason. We got some preseason games happened over the course of the week. Today is Saturday. There are games that are going to be played right now.
I think Justin Fields is playing right now.
Yep. Tua and Justin will be playing. That's at 1. I think Tampa Bay plays later at like 7. There's a whole bunch of games that we're not going to be covering, sadly. We do have Pittsburgh played again. I believe they beat the Eagles.
Yes.
And then we saw I think Haskins had a pretty good Haskins is looking okay. I know it's a preseason. Nobody go crazy. I know. But he's looking much, much better than before. Good for him. We saw Mac Jones out there for the Pats. They handled the Washington football team. I believe Dallas lost last night again. There was a couple.
No, I think they actually ended up coming back.
No, they lost to the Cardinals. No, they lost to the Cardinals. I think they lost to the Cardinals. I believe they lost to the Cardinals.
I'm thinking of the Lions. My bad.
Lions did lose. The Lions
both terrible teams.
Lions lost 16-15 field goal. I forgot. Who was that beat them?
They lost by 1.
The Bills.
The Bills. It was the Bills.
Losing by 1 in football is like tough.
Yeah.
At least it's just preseason, right?
Like we had there was some interesting games. Preseason teams are rolling out their players. Everyone's getting looking good. Jared Goff came out and said there wasn't they're running their plays. Their 6-7 plays. They're not busting out the whole playbook, obviously, and stuff like that. So it's all a learning process.
Ninja was probably upset.
Just going to highlight Mac Jones a little bit, being a Patriots fan and being that is most likely the quarterback of the future. I've been on record on the show itself to say Mac should not start this year. I think he should just sit on the bench and ride it out.
We still got Cam, right?
Yeah. My shit on
with that butt.
Slightly leaning to Mac Jones. Look for your time around week 10, week 11.
That's our backup, Mac Jones.
Jones.
Who the hell is that?
Alabama quarterback, number 15 overall. He got a lot of steam. There was rumors that they were going to take him at number 3. San Francisco was going to take him as high as number 3. He picked up a lot of steam. Not Brady-esque, because I hate to compare young players to GOATs, but not very mobile, basic stationary quarterback, very accurate.
But not stationary either. If he needs to move out of the pocket.
Yeah, he'll wiggle. He'll wiggle if he has to, but nothing explosive, no amazing speed, nothing that's going to be like, wow. Not a super athletic quarterback. He gets the passes all on point, gets it to his receivers. I think he went 13 for 97.
97,
87 yards. Almost had a touchdown that got dropped, sadly, hit the receiver right in the hands. He had a nice big play. I think we should still start with Cam, but Mac Jones, let's face it, if we're rolling into week 10 and 11 and we're under 500 or we're 5-5, it's about time to at least give Mac the shot. Because we know where we're at with Cam if we're at 500 or below 500. The Bills are probably going to be 8-2 or 7-3, or I don't know if they have a bye week. And then Miami's going to be Miami. They might be 6-4, 7.
Don't be the Jets.
Shit, they could, and the Jets are going to be the Jets. So I'm not too worried about that. But if we're even under the Jets, you better give Mac Jones some run time. That's all I gotta say.
Agreed.
Fucking Jets.
But. Shit, I know your quarterbacks out there to play today. I don't know who you guys played today. I think you guys play at 3, 5.
I think we play the Ravens today.
Yeah, you guys play Baltimore.
I think we play at 7:30. The Ravens. I saw the Ravens are on a 17-game preseason win streak. There's some dogs in the preseason. Yeah, apparently the record The record's like 25 wins or something like that. So
My God.
and that's what they're going for. You know, they don't want to win the Super Bowl, but they got the preseason, man.
If there's ever a preseason
This
award,
is your time. Are you excited? What are you thinking? What are you going to see out of Winston and some Taysom Hill today?
Okay, so honestly, I don't care about that right now. Our quarterbacks is cool. It's cool, man. Jameis Winston, he gonna come in. He gonna eat some W's, hopefully. Taysom Hill, he gonna continue to be our gadget player. The thing I want to talk about the Saints real quick is Michael Thomas.
I knew it.
I have to because
Just a quick yes or no. Trade or no trade?
if we trade,
yes or no, not an if, yes or no.
Yes or no.
Is he gone this season?
Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Probably
Yes.
not. But if we do, I already seen a team rumored, and then I would not be opposed because we need defensive help. Okay, the Jaguars. Michael Thomas played for Urban Meyers at Ohio State. You get Trevor Lawrence, the true number one that he needs. DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, they're cool. They're cool. Trust me, they're cool. DJ Chark went to LSU. They're cool. But CJ Henderson on that defensive side, the cornerback they picked at number 9. There were rumors that he's open, and the Jags are open to trading him. If they trade him, it's fine. If they don't, it's fine. If we can somehow get a package of CJ Henderson, a DJ Chark, or a Laviska Shenault, and picks, because we're going to need picks for Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is a baller. That man caught how many? Like 180? Set the record?
Yeah, he hit that
Stupid amount of
yards. Offensive player of the year.
Yes.
Last year?
No, last year he was injured.
Not 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. It was 2,000 yards,
injured.
100 and something receptions, offensive player of the year. Basically, most people were like top receiver, basically, best receiver. Then he gets shit for being slant boy and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. But he was tearing it up.
2019.
If we do trade him, I hope we get what we deserve back, because he, when healthy, is a top receiver, and I don't care about the slant.
He had that's touches 185 targets with 149 catches, 17,000 yards, had 9 touchdowns,
17,000 yards.
1,700.
Imagine 17,000.
That would be fucking insane.
Those are career.
I'd guess
Those are some career.
Forrest Gump! Forrest Gump!
Run, Forrest!
He went crazy, man. He really did.
Yeah.
He just went insane. Yeah. Basically 108 yards a game.
Yards a game. Yeah.
That's wild.
80% catch rate. Like, he went off. He only played 7 games last year because due to injury.
Yep. He did that in 7 games.
I
No,
did
that was last year.
No, he did that in a full season. I'm pretty sure.
That was 2 years.
7 games, he had almost 500 yards.
Yeah,
he
tried.
That's not
He was
bad.
injured a lot, and now it's the dilemma.
I just hope he can. Hopefully, he can stay
He's
healthy.
only 27. He's about 27, 28. I mean, he's still
Well, football is a very contactual sport.
Very much
And,
so. He's ready to go.
If your leg, where did he injure himself? Legs?
I don't even remember now. Truthfully, it's been so long since
I think it was
It was like a meniscus or a
ankle.
That could
He had ankle surgery.
That could fuck him over.
Torn deltoid.
Yeah.
And that's definitely.
And other he had a bad one. He had a bad one. And he postponed surgery. That was the shit.
Oh.
They told him to get surgery, I think, in
right
June
away.
or July.
Not good.
Something like that. And he waited till like the end of July and the beginning of August to get surgery.
And that could kill him.
So like he had plenty of time. He basically enjoyed most of his summer. Then training camp rolled around, like, all right, guys, we're ready to start getting in shape. Everyone started checking and work out. And he's like, I just had surgery. I can't make it. So
maybe he did it on purpose.
That's the shit. Some people think he might have done it on purpose because there seems to be a lot of issues now with coaching and the front office, and now they're not seeing eye to eye. So Things are getting a little spicy in New Orleans. And then you guys lost all types of defenders. You guys lost Breeze, and you guys had to release a bunch of players due to cap. So,
hey, but we made it work. We made it work somehow. We restructured.
Stop the cap.
You guys still got a chance. Still got a chance. I'll give you that. Still got a chance, man. Hitting the over-unders now. NFC West. I think it's fair to start with Arizona, considering it is the lowest at 8.5. Couple big games for them. I'd like to see Kyler. I highlighted some of them. I know there's some games that I'm excited for him to play.
6.
I have him at 8 and 9. I'll just put that out there. I have him at about 8 and 9.
I had him at 8.5. So
yeah.
we were talking about this a little bit. I want to say, tell you my method of how I decide how many I think they're gonna get. When I look at the record, if it's a game I'm like, they can maybe win, that's when I give them a half, right? So if there's 3 teams there and I'm like, they could beat that team for sure, that's 1 win. And then if there's 2 teams, I'm like, okay, maybe that's another win, but those 2 teams are halves. I have the Cardinals at 8.5 just because I feel like this division could be the best division in football easily. When I was doing all these teams, I was like, am I about to give all these teams over 10? That's how I felt.
It does look like
I felt looking at it.
This shit's crazy.
The Cardinals added AJ Green, added JJ Watt. They have DeAndre Hopkins. They added James Conner. That team could be scary. They have Chandler Jones, who apparently demanded a trade.
Yeah, they might have to move him.
So
that might be big on the defense.
They definitely can go under 8.5, but I like them at, in this man here 6.
They got Dallas. They got Dallas.
Very easily could.
All on the road. They're gonna go play all those teams on the road, and they can have Green Bay at home, which is another big game. So Kyler Murray, and these are the ones out of division because he got to play Russell Wilson, he got to play the 49ers, and he got to play the Rams twice. So as you add Green Bay, Dallas, and Cleveland there's a bunch of big games that they're going to have to play for a young quarterback. And a defense that might not have their best player midway through the season. So I have them at about 8 and 9.
6.
It all depends on what they get back for him as well.
I think they were 6 and 10 last year.
Oh, they're going to be 6 and 11 this year. Oh, yeah. It's happening. 6.
I hear it.
I don't know. I mean, we can go move over to San Francisco, 10.5. I know we saw a little bit different on this. I have them over.
Jimmy G.
Quarterback situation or not, I think their schedule is fucking easy.
Where's Jimmy G?
Jimmy's still there, but they drafted Trey Lance out of North Dakota State, number 3 overall. And there is very much a very strong chance that he will start at some point this season. The kid is dynamic.
Early too.
The kid is dynamic. He can run. He has the Kyler Murray, Lamar, Michael Vick. He can do both. He can rush for 100 and he can throw for 150. The dude's sick. The dude is sick. I will give him that. Granted, he did play in North Dakota State, so he didn't play a ton of amazing competition. So he cooked up most of them. But I think his shit I think he threw 1 interception his whole college career, something like that.
Yeah, I was about to say, in his one season that he truly played, he had 28 touchdowns to no interceptions, and then he threw his interception in the game where it was his showcase game. What can you do, And
48 touchdowns and 1 interception in over his career. The dude is insane. He runs, he'll run through you. He had a chance to play for a big name school, 2 big name schools. I can't think of who they were. One was Minnesota. He had a chance to play for Minnesota and one other team. But the thing is, you see that 6'4", 225? 6'4", 226. He had scholarships to actually play defense in Minnesota to play cornerback. I believe it was either
fuck
cornerback or safety.
Look, that's
And he's
smart.
fast.
Yeah, dude,
He's out
insane. You'll see some clips.
11 and 12
But
and
he
5.
had the chance to play defense.
What is that school? You went in.
I know.
It's
31
one of those
and 0.
D2, D3 schools. That's the thing. And here he goes, just taking off. He's going.
Whoa!
This is his very first high school play. This is his very first snap as a quarterback. And that's the reason he went to North Dakota State. They said, we'll give you a chance of being a quarterback. The first year, you might have to be kind of little backup-ish role because they had to prove that he could do it. And in the recruitment thing is he was in high school watching NFL tape already. And while he was in high school, he said, I want to be a quarterback. I will not be a defensive player or a wide receiver. I want to play quarterback. So he started watching Tom Brady, Mahomes, Rodgers, so on and so on.
He wants to be a
So
leader.
he decided, I want to be quarterback. They gave him the shot at being quarterback.
What a fucking pass.
That was a bomb.
That was a bomb pass.
And now the dudes are playing for arguably one of the top 5 teams in the NFL. He has a chance of starting, and he's only 20.
Dude,
That's the shit. He's only 20 years old. He's only 20 years old.
That
He's
dude didn't
still
slow
very
down
much a
at
kid.
all.
He's going into one of the best offensive teams and offensive schemes in football with Shanahan. I don't see this team, regardless. Jimmy G got them to the Super Bowl. Regardless of who their quarterback is, I think they're set for at least 11 wins. They play easy teams like Detroit, Philly, Giants, Chicago, like I highlighted, Minnesota, Jacksonville. They have some easy games. They play Houston.
Those sneaks are crazy.
I don't see them not, quarterback situation or not. I'm big on the 49ers this year.
Did it again.
I'm loving it. I love the defense. I
And
love
he's
Kittle.
trucking niggas.
Bro,
He's
nice.
running over people.
Bro, Trey Lance, man. Everyone is so excited for this.
12
kid, bro.
and 5.
Poor Bombers. What are you guys looking at?
I will say I have them under. I have them at 8.5 as well.
I respect it.
He's on what team?
He's on San Francisco.
I understand, that the 49ers are they can be a top team. We've seen them in the Super Bowl recently. They running back by committee. Their defense is good. They have the wide receivers. I think Trey Lance, get him in early. He won't struggle as bad as one would expect. He will struggle because, I mean, like you did mention Chicago. Chicago can be an easy game, but that defense is elite.
Oh, yeah. I have Chicago.
What can you do against an NFL defense? You can game plan all you want, but when you get in that game, it's different. Totally different. So
they would say preseason, regular season, playoff, Super Bowl. 4 different style.
Yep.
4 different mindsets. Football's different.
If they go over, if they do what you think they're gonna do and what Jeremy is all on board with, it won't surprise me. It really won't.
12 and 5.
But I have a different favorite to win this division. And 49ers just aren't it.
So who is it? We got 2 teams left. We got the Rams and we got Seattle. Where are you leaning to?
The Rams.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Tell me why.
Matt Stafford.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like that defense, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. You're good. Everybody will play well around them. They are so elite that they will make everybody around them better. I saw a picture the other day. It was the Dolphins against the Rams. The Dolphins had 5 people guarding Aaron Donald.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how scary he is.
Nobody in the league gets more triple teams and double teams than he does. He literally
got Jalen Ramsey shut down, going back to number 5. Yeah, he's going to shut you down. But Matt Stafford is one of the most underrated, underappreciated quarterbacks in the league. And he's been that way for a while. You can go back. It was, I don't remember how many years ago, but it's the Lions versus the Browns. And this dude goes down with an injury, and everyone's like, you need to stay out. Your shoulder's messed up. Shoulders messed up. You can't, stay out. And he's like, no, I'm going in. Threw the touchdown. Matt Stafford played through a broken back for a few weeks, last year or something like that. Dude's tough. Yeah. Dude's got a defense. He's got Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods.
Yep. And they drafted one more receiver.
Van Jefferson last year.
Yeah.
I don't know who they drafted this year, but
they drafted
they're
some really fast wide receiver, like someone with some wheels. I forget who it is.
I can't think. Their question mark is their running back, but they're gonna be, in my opinion, good enough where they can also do a running back by committee. I have them at 10.5.
The Lions?
No,
Did
the
you
Rams.
just
You got traded to the Rams. You got traded to the Rams.
Not that garbage.
I have them
10.5.
I got him at 10 and 7. And main reason is one reason you highlighted running backs. Got to figure out that run game. Going to be very interesting.
Makers went down.
I know that was tough. That's why. If they had Akers, I would probably go. Well, Akers, and then I'll get to the defensive side of the ball. But Akers definitely was going to be big in their run game and help catch a couple passes, break on a run. I had him in fantasy last year. Really good young player, super young, great talent. Hopefully he comes back healthy, he can bounce back. To address the defense, I think that's going to get off to a much slower start than people think. They lost Troy Hill, starting corner, and you lost Johnson, your starting safety, and the defensive play caller. He was the guy doing all the defensive adjustments on defense in that secondary and that defense. He was the guy getting them set up, lined up. This is the play. This is what we're going to do. This is where we at. Da-da-da. That's going to be key. That's going to be very key. And I think that's going to be more of a highlight than people are thinking. I think people are leaning, this is the same defense. Everything's all the same. When you lose two key starters and your play caller, you're going to have to figure out some things, especially because there's two pieces to your secondary. So you're a little bit weaker over the top. So obviously Aaron Donald's going to be Aaron Donald. He's going to get pressure on the quarterback no matter what. But that defense,
7 and 10.
They're going to need some help. I still think they get 10 and 7. I think they're the third team in this division. Even with the quarterback improvement.
Maybe 8.
Which leads me to Seattle,
6.
Which
6.
I fought hard with. I got them over 10.
Nah,
they got a bunch of big games. Probably the game that I'm one of the games I'm most excited for, truthfully, is they have Green Bay. They have Green Bay and Washington on the road. Washington is really the defense. Love to see how Russell Wilson does with that. And then him versus Rodgers is him versus Rodgers. Like, come on now. There's no other way around it. And then the big game that I'm really interested for, I want to say is week 15 or 16. Chicago coming to Seattle, where we might be, at that point, it might be Fields versus Wilson. And that defense, that offense.
Fields off rip.
It's at that point, it should be Fields versus Russell. And I think we have sort of a nice replica of kind of, someone that could be, similar to Russell Wilson's career. I think that game's going to be great. I have them winning 11. I have them as the chance to be the best team, but I'm going to go with the 49ers.
12 and 5.
I have them at 10. I gave the game edge to the Rams, but the Seahawks, and we make the joke, the Jets are the Jets, the Bengals are the Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. That man underappreciated too at times, and he's a different breed. He is something different. You said you're ready to see what happens against Washington. We can tell you what's going to happen. That man's probably going to get hit 15 times. He's going to run around a lot because he has to, because their O-line, for some reason, they don't like to address it. And they're still going to somehow win.
Oh, yeah.
It's just what they do. They got DK. They got Tyler Lockett. They just drafted another wide receiver. I want to say it was the dude out of Western Michigan. Something
Forget.
He was rising up the boards before the draft.
I always want to say Rendell Moore, but I know he's in the card.
No, I can't remember his name
I'm
right
still
now.
waiting for my phone call.
It's like Eskridge.
Yeah,
I think it's Eskridge is his last name.
Oh,
But they're gonna be good. They're usually solid on defense. I say solid because their defense hasn't been the same since Legion of Boom, and they lost Shaquille Griffin. Their number one corner.
They lost his corner and his twin brother, the linebacker.
Yeah.
They both
Didn't he go to the Dolphins?
they are both in Jacksonville, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I believe they're both in Jacksonville. With I think Carlos Hyde went with them too.
I don't know where Carlos Hyde is at. I don't think he's with the Jags anymore. I know he was with them.
It's the other one. Who else ran for them? Who else ran for Seattle? Hyde and Carlos.
You got Hyde, you got Penny, you got
No, I think they still have Penny. Hyde.
Yeah, they do. Carson re-signed with them.
They kept so it's
Thomas
Hyde.
Rawls.
It's Hyde that left. It's Hyde.
Rawls?
Hyde's with the Jags. Hyde's with the Jags and the Griffin twins.
Okay.
They all left over there. So I like Seattle, man. I like Seattle. I like Russell Wilson. Obviously, he's gonna do his thing.
It's very hard to bet against Russell Wilson. Very hard.
In Russ, we trust.
Short and simple, man.
Pretty much.
On both sports.
Short and simple, man. We're gonna wrap this up.
We've been here. We've been talking to you guys. We fucking love you guys. Shout out Oogie. He's giving his kid a bath today. Something like baby shower, something like that, you know. So that's where we're headed. Right after this, I just gotta go do some changing.
For sure.
You know, swoosh.
Oh man, thank you guys for joining us.
We'll talk to you next week.
I appreciate everyone that has interacted with us on Twitter these last couple of days. We made the player appreciation poll. It's blown up. We've gotten likes from Jamal Crawford and John Wall themselves right off their Twitter, which is super cool. Yeah. Last time I checked, we're at about 23,000 interactions. So it's being put out there. You guys are liking them. You guys are retweeting. You guys are commenting. I'm looking at some of the comments right now. I appreciate it.
We're loving it.
Yeah, we do a lot here. We try to bring you guys the best possible content that we can.
Upgrades are coming.
Yeah, upgrades are never-endingly coming, man. We keep keeping shit going. We got stuff coming for you guys. Make sure to check it out. Videos will still be uploaded separately. Playlists have already been made. If you're just an NBA fan, want to watch just NBA, there's a playlist for you there. Football, same thing. The stocks from Dan the Man himself, his video will be getting uploaded later on today, being Saturday, so look out for that. Putting the stocks up there. We're going to eventually be adding some anime and everything RGTP. Keep covering music. We got music. We didn't get to that today. UFC is going crazy. We got some UFC and some boxing stuff coming through to highlight. Still going to bring you
the robbery last night in MMA.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. There was a lot going on, man.
Also, just drop a comment. Let us know if there's anything else you want us to cover. You know what I mean? If there's anything we're not covering that you want to hear us talk about, you know, we can dabble into a little bit of anything. So just
preview for next week. We're going to be bringing y'all Suicide Squad. We will be watching that this week, possibly tomorrow. We might even bring you guys a little bit more Kanan Book 3 from Power. So maybe a little something for next week. Gonna have to do some watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the basic shit. Make sure to tune in. And peace.